So the last couple of days, we've known that we're getting an update for Apex Legends right before all the developers leave for Christmas break, and today is supposed to be that day. Now, at the time of recording this update has not released yet, and many people just think it's going to be a couple bug fixes and not anything too noteworthy. It's going to really be embarrassing if at the time of uploading it's a different story. However, there is an update and patch that is coming in the next couple of months that I'm very excited to talk about today, so make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. As always, let's jump into the video. Thank you all so much for the subscriptions. We're almost at 100k, and without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So as I said in the beginning, we can expect a brand new update to come out today, and this is actually supposed to be the very last update according to most people for Apex Legends in 2022. We will not get any more updates for the rest of the year, as the devs seem to go on about a 2 or 3 week vacation for Christmas break. Josh Medina last year made this post saying that they were going on this vacation and that they will be back in the next year, which was 2022. So we can assume they're going to do the exact same thing. But last time he made this post, he was basically saying, what are some things that you guys would like to see in the next year? And basically saying, we're already working on a couple of these things. And I got to say, I still love Apex Legends, and you guys can hate me for it if you want to, but I feel like this year was very lackluster, extremely underwhelming. I was hoping for something really big, like a season 9 type of season at some point in this, and none of it ever happened. Then again, it's my conspiracy theory that odd number years are way better than even number years. So here's to 2023. And if you're an OG player for Apex Legends, which by the way was 2019, another odd number year when this game released, just saying, you may have enjoyed a legend that was very a part of the meta back in the early stages of the game for many seasons, and that is Wraith. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Wraith could possibly be getting a buff in this next season, and I'm super excited for this because I love this flashy, fast-paced playstyle meta, especially if you're a solo queuer or if you're like the carry for your team. You want someone who's fast-paced that can really get a lot of good plays quick, and I guess a little bit selfish sometimes, but sometimes if your team sucks, you got to have a legend like that, and I feel like Wraith is definitely the one for it. However, we saw at the beginning of the game she was pulling off some flashy plays like with the instant phase, and you could do so many things with Wraith, and every good player in the game was wanting to use Wraith, and unfortunately they had to nerf her quite a bit. So her phase began to take longer. I don't think her portal goes as far as it used to, and I could be wrong, but I want to say your portal energy wasn't used when you were like free falling back in the day. I could be wrong on that, but I think that's true. Anyways, we have a couple things to talk about the season 16 update and patch that just got somewhat leaked and talked about over on ImperialHal stream, which is a playtester, by the way. So if you're wondering, why does Hal know this? It's because a lot of these big up and up guys that are a little bit more advanced in the creator network, so not necessarily a season 16 early access event type of thing that you would normally see like Gaming Merchant, Candy-Roo Staycation be a part of. This is more of a playtester situation. So usually this stuff is played seasons in advance. I think when Apex first came out, Shroud had already played Octane, Watson, and a couple others before season 1 even started. So shout out to Cutnoid for posting this on Twitter. I hope I pronounced your name right, dude. And he said positive good note about season 16. So ImperialHal is already giving a positive good note about season 16, and he also said this is ImperialHal talking about playtesting the next season. Roll the clip.
A million exceed 18 months. Kyan, thank you for the gift. Do I miss Wraith? Oh yeah. Listen, I playtested, and I cannot wait for next season. Oh my god. I can't wait. Julia, thanks for 12 months. I'm not leaking shit. It's just good note. Positive good note. Season 16. Season 16.
So one would obviously make the assumption when asked, do you miss Wraith? And he says yes, and then proceeds to talk about how good season 16 is, and that I won't leak anything. All I will say is that there's a really good positive note about season 16. Many people can assume that maybe Wraith might be in the meta of this next season, considering all of these class changes that are coming. Now, before you think, oh, Wraith buff, maybe they're going to change this, they'll change that. That could be true. However, don't forget that all of these legends are going to be reclassified, or at least most of these legends reclassified into new legend classes that make more sense according to the type of legend that they are. So it may not necessarily mean that Wraith is just absolutely strong and got buffed like crazy. It may mean that some of the legends just simply aren't as good as they used to be. Wraith makes a little bit more sense now. She's back in the meta now, and we even saw in the Twitch live stream that Apex did about the new Broken Moon map for season 15, they were actually showing, this was pointed out by Garrett Leaks the other day, they were actually showing season 16 gameplay. You could see a lot of the new legend updates right right here, as you guys watch Garrett's video, you can see that Pathfinder has this new indicator showing how far his zip line could go. We can see the interaction wheel has a lot more pings than what we normally have, a lot of quality of life updates. And then we also notice from the class rework that when you walk up to a blue supply bin in the game, it now says that only support legends can open these. So I spoke about it a couple of days ago, talking about how this next season seems to be somewhat big, but not in the way that we normally think a big season would be, because I feel like we've been so brainwashed to think, oh, Apex is going to have a massive season because we got a brand new map, a brand new legend, and we can't look at content that way anymore because it's just all getting too repetitive. We need actual change, we need actual updates, and I feel like season 16 is more of an actual update. We're actually getting some changes that we really needed to make this game a better game. And that's why I like one of the top comments on this video from Max saying, I think it just shows that they are definitely focusing on season 16 rather than season 15 throughout the dev cycle. I mean, these few bits of stuff are more game changing than the current season, and it isn't even all of them. With that being said, we still have over 60 days until this season is over. When you see fans get more excited over quality of life updates and class reworks, in the news recently that arenas looks like it might be removed and replaced with something else, I think this goes to show you that people are sick of the old same repetitive style of content. With that being said, we're not 64 days away from getting the latest update. Like I said at the beginning, we are getting an update today, according to most people. That will be the last update of the season. Now, there are a couple changes that should come in this update that I did want to mention. However, I think we're about 15 minutes out at the time of recording until the patch notes come out, and I'll be able to explain a little more. But one of the changes I would expect to see, if you guys did not know, there is a massive exploit right now with the Wraith Heirloom Prestige skin where people are using this Winter Express exploit to get their 100,000 damage on the Wraith skin. And what you're doing is like playing an infinite Winter Express where someone glitches into this box over on the train, and then therefore the game never ends because you can't kill each other and the train is always going to be contested. So the teams just constantly keep fighting, the game never ends, and people are ending their games with over 13,000 damage. Considering EA had a lot of people pay money for the skin and they want people on the game as much as possible to get the top tier of this skin, I would imagine this probably will be hot fixed, although I'm pretty surprised that it wasn't fixed already because this glitch is not new. This has been the same glitch that has been in the game for over a year. The last Winter Express, this stuff was still going on, and I cannot believe that over a year's time they still have not fixed it. There's also another issue that Respawn seems to be looking into, and that is the fact that I think it's just PC, although it could be all of Apex Legends, where there's a micro stuttering issue. So a lot of people are thinking it's their PCs that are bad, or that are crashing, or that it just can't handle Apex, but it seems to just be Apex itself that is micro stuttering for whatever reason. And this is what I normally talk about when I feel like this game is just so clunky feeling. Like, this concept of the game is so freaking good, and it's probably the best game on the market right now, in my opinion. I just feel like, gosh, it could be so polished and refined and be so much better. We also know that Respawn has announced a skill-based matchmaking change will take place in the middle of December. However, if this is their last update, this would be the update to do so, but I don't know that they're going to do this right before they all go on vacation, just in case something goes wrong while they're not here. Unless they have someone planned to work over the holidays, which being EA, I would not be surprised. I sat around a little bit longer waiting for these patch notes to come out, and unfortunately they didn't come out at the time of recording, so maybe by the time the video's out you guys are seeing it. Let me know down in the comments below if you've seen anything. I'm packing up for a LAN event in North Carolina, so before I leave, I want to ask you guys one special request. What is your hottest Apex Legends take down in the comment section below? I don't care if it hurts anyone's feelings or even my feelings. If you feel like Apex is, you know, hurting because of news YouTubers that are ruining the narrative or whatever, you know, call me out for it. I'm down. So let me know down in the comment section below. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel because this, I think, is the last video to win the $160 giveaway. I can't remember when the Winter Express event ends, but I'll be picking finalists from the YouTube videos, the finalists from the stream events, and then putting those on a spin wheel, spinning the wheel, and whoever wins the money. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, later, Gators.